Namaskar. Welcome to the session on road safety with special reference to India. Dear viewers, we shall discuss this episode under the following 5 subheadings. First is the introduction. Second, steps to prevent road accident. Third, road safety in India. Fourth, causes for high rate of accident on Indian roads. And fifth, about the amendment to Motor Vehicles Act. Now, firstly coming to the introduction. Road travel has become an integral part of our daily life. With increasing economic activities and density of population, there has been an immense increase in the traffic over a period of time. It has made our life easier and convenient, but at the same time it has increased concern for our safety. Road safety is a collective effort of the government and the people. The government administration must leave no stone unturned in ensuring proper condition of the roads and enforcing responsible driving and the right attitude of the people with respect to the traffic rules. Strict adherence to the traffic rules is perhaps the first step in ensuring the safety of passengers as well as vehicles. A road traffic accident, that is RTA, can be defined as an event that occurs on a way or street open to public traffic, resulting in one or more persons being injured or killed where at least one moving vehicle is involved. Thus, RTA is a collision between vehicles and pedestrians, between vehicles and animals, or between vehicles and geographical or architectural obstacles. Road traffic accidents are man-made tragedy. They involve high human sufferings and socio-economic costs in terms of premature deaths, injuries, loss of productivities and so on. Road traffic accident ranked 4th among the leading causes of death in the world. Nearly 1.2 million people die every year on the world's road and 40 to 50 million people suffer non-fatal injuries, with many becoming permanently disabled. Road traffic accidental deaths are one of the major reasons among younger generation in the age group of 18 to 30. 91% of the world's fatalities on the road occur in underdeveloped and developing countries, even though these countries have approximately less than 50% of the total vehicles of the world. Half of those dying on the world's road are vulnerable road users, particularly pedestrians, cyclists and motorcyclists. Only 28 developed countries representing 416 million people, that is about 7% of world's population, have adequate laws that address all 5 behavioral risk factors like speed, safe roads, drinking and driving, helmets and seat belt. If proper action is not taken by the concerned authorities, road traffic accidental deaths are predicted to increase to 2 million people every year by 2020. Hence, the goal of United Nations Decade of Action for Road Safety 2011 to 2020 is to save 5 million lives. Now, coming to the steps to prevent road accidents. We all know that speed is the major factor for many road accidents. However, not all accidents are caused by speed only, and not all accidents are preventable. Yet, there are a number of steps that can help to reduce the number of accidents. Many accidents can be prevented, and in those that are not preventable, the damage could be lessened. The European Union has adopted an ambitious road safety program which aims at reducing road accidents in Europe between 2011 and 2020. The program sets out a set of initiatives in Europe. It focuses on improving infrastructure and road users' behavior. Very strict rules are framed for issuing driving license. giving proper training to all the drivers and creating sufficient awareness among pedestrians are taken up on massive scale. Proper maintenance of vehicles, particularly safety of tires, prevention of transporting dangerous goods, giving cautions at blind spots and enforcement of all traffic rules are some of the steps taken up at appropriate government level. Road safety is a major social issue at the global level. The following steps will help to reduce or prevent road accidents. First is the speed. It is said speed thrills but kills. One of the major reasons for road accident is overspeeding of vehicles. It is better to go at the prescribed speed on the roads. It is especially important to lower the speed in rural roads, school zones, hilly areas, on narrow roads and when visibility is poor. Wet roads and speed is a perfect recipe for an accident. Obey traffic rules. Traffic rules have been designed keeping safety foremost in mind. It takes account safety for all, including pedestrians. Follow the lane discipline and keep the required distance between vehicles. It is important to display appropriate indications or signals, especially while changing lanes or before a turn. Respect for other drivers on the road is sacrosanct to road safety. Wear seat belt. Seat belts are life-saving instruments. The statistics reveals that 63% of those died in car road accidents had not strapped on their seat belts. According to National Highway Transportation Safety Administration, lap shoulder belt system cut the risk of serious injury as it restrains the forward movement of the body to a great extent. It protects against head and neck injury by minimizing head contacts and keeps the passenger in place. Pedestrians and children first. Preference is to be given to pedestrians and children crossing the road. Road caution signs. Caution signs are very important as they warn about accident-prone spots so that the driver can reduce the speed of the vehicle. Signboards on the road are vital clues about road design so that the persons behind the wheel can exercise caution. Anti-skid braking system. Adopt anti-skid braking system in the cars so that the risk of cars skidding can be reduced. Airbags. Airbags must be properly inserted in all the vehicles so that in case of an accident it can save the life. Reflector. Reflector to be used on the rear side of the vehicles. Ensure all lamps are in working conditions. Hazard lamp should be switched on when the vehicle is parked on the highway. Good condition of the vehicle. The vehicle should be in good working condition. There should be no compromise on the quality of brakes and tires. Further, it is imperative to inflate tires with the right air pressure to avoid tire burst on road. Condition of the road. Road should be in good condition with proper signboards. It is vital to install reflectors on roads so that deviations and medians are clearly visible to the drivers. Drink and drive. While driving, taking alcohol and drugs should totally be avoided. This will fail to take accurate judgment on the roads and cause accidents. Drink and driving is one of the main reasons for fatal road accidents. Night driving. Falling asleep behind the wheel has led to many grave mishaps on the roads. Drivers must rest well as the restless driving have an adverse effect on mental alertness, slow down reflexes and even cause momentary sleepiness behind the wheel. This may result in disaster. Keep your eyes moving. Do not get into the habit of seeing back and driving. Periodically shift your eyes to the side view mirrors, the rear view mirror and ahead where you will be in another 10 to 12 seconds. By this action, you can spot a potentially dangerous situation before it happens. Keep safe distance. No matter how slowly the traffic is moving, Keep at least 8 to 10 seconds of following distance between your vehicle and the vehicle ahead of you. Otherwise, you will not be able to control vehicle if the driver of your ahead vehicle applies brakes suddenly. Road conditions. When weather is bad, you should be extra careful. Road surfaces deteriorate in rains, snowfall or slippery road. The ability to stop quickly reduces when the roads are not dry. Let others first. Defensive driving means letting others go ahead, not defending your position in traffic. Accept the fact that others are more busy than yourself and they have urgency to go ahead of you. Overtaking. A large number of accidents occur while overtaking the other vehicle. Never overtake if you cannot see that the road is clear condition ahead. In poor light or in curving, do not overtake. Now let's move on to the instructions to general public. Inform yourself on the danger involved in using various types of transport. Study the regulations and suggested rules of behavior published by the transport companies or crew. In case of imminent danger and emergency situations, make sure that you know the whereabouts of the protections and the rescue operations. When the accident occurs, keep calm and avoid panic to the extent possible. Help family and neighbors who are in difficulties. Inform the concerned authorities if possible. Keep identity papers, particularly if you are in a foreign country, and any personal emergency medicines with you. As soon as the crash or accident occurs, especially if there is a danger of fire, keep yourself away from the spot and stand at sufficient distance. If possible, activate the rescue process by alerting the local people and try to get the services of specialists. Road safety in India. India has the second largest road network in the world with over 3 million kilometers of roads, which 60% are paved. These roads make a vital contribution to India's economy. On the whole, the facilities for the road users are not up to the mark, leading to high toll of death victims. Recently, there is growing concern over the road crash problems. Road safety is emerging as a major social concern in the country. The statistics are mind-boggling, with an average mortality rate of 1,25,000 to 1,35,000 per year on Indian roads. India's daily death toll due to road accident is more than 4 times the annual death toll due to terrorism. In 2014, 1,39,671 people lost their lives in road accidents in India, accounting for 382 deaths every day. Total number of deaths due to terrorism in 2014 is 83. In 2015, 1,46,133 people died in road accident, accounting for about 400 deaths daily, that is 17 deaths per hour. It has increased by 5% in 2015 as compared to 2014. With the advancement of technology, the most developed projects undertaken along the real estate are the massive road building projects. But while new roads are being built, faster and faster automobiles are being invented in high numbers, making road safety a crucial question. According to a survey from WHO, each year road traffic accidental death take away the lives of 1.2 million people every year around the world. The death toll is on the higher side for the countries where pedestrians, motorcyclists and passengers are vulnerable and vehicles do not adopt the safety norms like in India. The position in India. 85% of the road accidental death occur in developing countries and nearly 50% of those deaths occur in Asia Pacific region. India accounts for nearly 10% of the road accident fatalities worldwide. An estimated 12,75,000 people are injured grievously on the road every year. Social cost of annual road accidental deaths in India is very huge. professionalism in drivers' training is absent. Proportion of untrained drivers is continually on the rise and a positive driving culture is lacking. From Indian perspective, safety norms have been lagged behind the international standards. Moreover, the international companies launch their vehicles on Indian roads but somehow forget to implement safety measures that are mandatory abroad. It is really regrettable that the authorities who have been assigned the duty to look after safety norms on Indian roads have not performed up to their mark. The Global Status Report on Road Safety 2013 estimated more than 131,000 people are killed in road traffic crashes in India every year. Approximately half of all deaths are on the country's roads, which are among vulnerable road user motorcyclists, pedestrians and cyclists. A heterogeneous traffic mix that includes high-speed vehicles sharing road space with vulnerable road users as well as unsafe road infrastructure and vehicles that are poor in conditions all contribute to the high fatality rates seen in Indian roads. India is one of the countries in the Bloomberg Philanthropies Road Safety Program, which is being conducted over 5 years, that is 2010 to 2014, by a consortium of international partners together with national governments and local organizations. Coming to the India Road Safety Project, the overall goal of the Bloomberg Philanthropies Global Road Safety Program in India is to support the Government of India to implement good practices in road safety in line with the National Road Safety Strategy. The focus of the project is in promoting motorcycle riders using helmets and reducing drinking and drive. The project is being implemented in important cities. The combination population of these focus area is about 13 million people. In this context, the WHO assesses legislation and advises on possible improvements, develops social marketing campaigns and measures their impact. It is also holding workshops for journalists and provide road safety equipments to local implementers. The Global Road Safety Organization also trains the police on enforcements and supports NGOs in their advisory efforts. Johns Hopkins University conducts monitoring and evaluation activities. Now let's take a look into the WHO supported activities. In 2012, WHO conducted a review of existing laws and regulations within the Government of India's Motor Vehicles Act with a particular focus on drinking, driving and motorcyclists wearing a helmet. WHO activities focus on advocacy for action by the government to adopt recommendations for amending the Motor Vehicles Act. In December 2013, WHO supported hosting of high-level meeting on road safety to enhance advocacy for proposed amendments. Causes for high-rate accidents on roads in India. Although we have explained the common cause for road accident in Western countries, the number of accidental deaths is far less than in India. For example, in Europe, the total number of cars in 2015 was 251 million and the fatal road accidents were about 30,000 people. But in India, it is around 1,40,000 people who had lost their lives. The following are some of the important reasons for this high mortality. First is overspeeding. Although the speed limits are not prescribed on roads except at city limits, but drivers cross normal speed limit when they have no control over the vehicle in case of any eventuality. Distracted driving. Talking on cell phone and driving is very common on Indian roads. This we can see by both two-wheeler and four-wheeler drivers. Reckless driving. There are a number of drivers who do not care for other travelers. In their haste to reach their destination early, they may violate all traffic rules, thereby causing accidents. Bad weather. Many accidents occur during winter in early morning when there will be a thick fog and visibility is greatly affected. Sometimes during rainy season, heavy rains may also cause accidents. Lane changing. When you are driving in highways, you should follow lane discipline. Restless driving. Sometimes drivers may be asked to drive without giving them sufficient rest and sleep. Deadly curve. When you are driving, particularly in ghat sections, there will be steep curve and you should be careful to negotiate it properly. School zone. Some drivers may drive fast even in school zone, which may result in accident. Licensing. The licensing authorities should adhere to the driving rules while issuing driving license. But many a times, licenses are issued on other considerations than the technical knowledge. Safety measures. Many drivers, that is both two-wheelers and four-wheelers, feel that they have to wear helmet or seat belt to satisfy the police. They fail to realize that the rules are made for their safety. Road conditions. Majority of Indian roads are poorly maintained. There will be a number of potholes and the drivers have to negotiate the vehicles to avoid the potholes. It may cause accidents. Not punished properly. No severe punishments for traffic violations are imposed on very negligible penalty is charged in India. For example, in the United States, the penalty for traffic offence is so severe, if a driver repeats the offence, his or her license will be cancelled. Teenage drivers. Unfortunately, teenage drivers rarely follow traffic rules and they do not value either their own life or others' life. Majority of road accidents in India is made by drivers in the age group of 16 to 30. Now next, let us take a look into the Amendment to Motor Vehicles Act. During 2015, about 5 lakh accidents are reported in India and about 1.5 lakh people have lost their lives. To address the issue of road safety, a draft Road Transport and Safety Bill was prepared soon after the NDA government headed by Shri Narendra Modi ji took office. To address the issue of road safety, the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways constituted a group of transport ministers of the states. They deliberated on the issue and submitted their reports. It recommended that the government should immediately bring amendments to Motor Vehicle Act. As a result, the government introduced Motor Vehicle Amendment Bill 2016 for consideration of the Cabinet. On 3rd August 2016, the Cabinet gave approval of the bill. The following are the most important considerations for the new bill. First, in the present Motor Vehicles Act, there are 223 sections, out of which the bill proposes to amend 68 sections. Second, the bill proposes the addition of 28 new sections. The amendments mainly focus to improve road safety and plans to bring down the accident rate by 50% within the next 5 years. Third, the bill proposes to levy a heavy penalty for traffic violations, which should deter the driver from repeating the mistake again. The penalty in some cases may go up to 10 times the present amount. Fourth, the bill proposes that the offences committed by juvenile, the guardian or the owner shall be deemed to have committed the offence and punished as per law. Fifth, the bill's aims in improving delivery of services to the stakeholders by using e-governance. It proposes issuing online licenses, increasing validity period for driving licenses, etc.